beautiful Curlew Lake. Finally get to show you. And, this is where Curlew Lake Canoe Camp is. We've got a wonderful property here. My friends just put in a nice cement back deck here. It overlooks the forest here, and out there in the distance, if you look carefully, you can see my tree. It's about time I showed you what I'm dealing with. Finally got a new camera. Hopefully it's working well. Hopefully I don't kill this one or lose it to the river gods. But let's take a walk. Look carefully down there. See, here's the house and the nice new deck, and this is what they call a kettle. And it's a very low spot down here, and you can see some trees down there by my tent. And we're going to take a little walk down this deer trail that just got cleared out the other day. This is how I get down to my camp. Take a break and take a look over there. There's my tent. Got her set up, and a little stove down there. And but we're getting up to my tree now. What I wanted to do here is show you. I've got down past the low road there that I take to the tent. But I come up here, and this is the one that got me excited. This is the tree. This is what's left of it in the ground. There's 20 or 30 foot right there of usable tree. And that, my friends, just to get perspective here, I think that's a canoe. Don't you? Look at the size of this thing. Huge. I'm standing about 2 feet in front of it here. I'm sure you get the idea. Anyway, she's a beauty. This is what blew off of her. This whole hill was covered with trees that blew over. I think you can see what I've been doing. Couldn't keep my hands off her. Started chopping a little bit. This is the beautiful grain of this canoe. I haven't done the check myself. Somebody else said it was 250 to 300 years old. They already counted the rings. It's exceptionally tight grain. Very nice. Very nice indeed. She's rather moist. She's not checking really. Hopefully I'm going to keep her from doing that. She'll have to do that on her own. But this is what I'm looking at here. And she's a beauty. She's got this part definitely has some knots. These knots put Naughty and Old Red to shame as far as knots go. These are monsters. But knots don't scare me anymore. I think she's doable. So I want you to get a load of this position here. Okay, there's my tent down there. It's a pretty steep hill here, and this is what the tree is looking like when you get down to it. Okay, she blew a couple yards from the main part of the tree. This is about as long a section as we have with maca. I'd say this is 60 or 70 foot anyway. Well, I think it's topping 80 foot at the very end before it was cut a little bit, and it actually broke about 40 feet down. Anyway, I'm only looking at around 20 foot of canoe here that I want to take out. I want a nice one, and she'll be fat enough. There's no doubt about that. But I don't want a monster. I don't need one. and I got my work cut out for me here. Now again, this is an awkward hill, and look at what she's on. She's I got her almost all the bark off already, but these branches here that are massive are holding her up. They dug straight into the ground. Yeah, you can see daylight under there. This tree is very much off the ground. It's touching right here where the bough will be, and it's touching quite a ways down, and it's still connected to itself. But a couple of massive branches are holding it up right now, and that's it. And it's very hard chopping, I gotta tell you. I'm standing on this thing and chopping down at it a bit. Got the bark off. I had to continue scraping this stuff here. I'm sorry, I forget what you call it, but this is what's underneath the bark. It's actually drying up already, but I have to clean it up a little bit, and I'm going to douse the whole thing with linseed oil. I'm not letting this one dry out on me, but I have to do that quickly because this stuff was rather moist just yesterday, and it's already drying out. So I have to pay attention to that. And I helped her with the patio today, so I didn't get any chopping done. My back's bothering me. However, I have been chopping, and you know this is the tool. Okay, this is the one. This is what I got with me. I'm going to try and get the guys to send me my scorp because it'll come in handy. But this is my tool, and that's what we're doing it with. You know that. So anyway, just want to give you a sense of what this canoe camp is like. She's a beauty. She's got her own issues and her own character already. If you look down, I'm kind of taking what's upright because I like the bottom and I like the sides pretty much. I have knots to deal with once again. I kind of got her a little bit at an angle here, and if you look carefully, you see this side bows out just a little bit, and but I don't mind taking the V shape all the way down. Of course, that ends the stern. We're going to have a big wide bow, big high bow as well. But this canoe is going to be plenty wide. As you can see, I'm standing here, and well, we got plenty of room here. She's going to be as wide as anything I've paddled. So we're going to have a very stable canoe here. I'm thrilled with it. And take one more look all the way down. Welcome to Curlew Lake Canoe Camp. Canoe, canoe. Well, hopefully I'll get that opportunity again. That's crazy. This young buck just came right up behind me here and just kind of walked over, took the same trail I did, actually, well, a higher trail, and connected to the one I was on, and then went between me and my tent and the house there, and just cruised right on by. They come by in mass, and sometimes hundreds of them apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to get that on video now. I can't believe that. He just snuck up on me. I didn't even see him. Surprise, right? Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful camp, and love is here. Canoe, canoe.